Good evening, everyone. I'm Mitchell Summers. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go back to the first NCAA tournament. To 1939. Have your phone or computer ready Friday night. Their transition from the field to the booth was a natural fit. We hear all the time the phrase, "there's no place like home." To be perfectly honest, we said it yesterday in sports. So if we're taking score, that's 1 for recycling cliches and minus 100 for creativity. Picking up back-to-back wins is going to give this team a lot of confidence moving forward as they get deeper into the football season. And once again, don't even try to throw that over her. Smacks down the pass, collects herself for the lay-in. What do you want people to know about you?
That I am and I'm proud of it.
Well, getting ready for the opening round of the playoff matchup. You see behind me, the game's about to kick off in the second half. Whenever you see a jersey, what does it represent? An athlete, a family, and a community. One of Stanford's own honors all three every time he steps to the plate. However, it's in honor of someone special to him.
Athletes are known by their numbers.
I was planning on wearing 7 this year. That's my favorite number, like, ever.
Let's go 2. Good lead off one time, Duran. Number 2, Zach Green.
But I changed my mind about it. I decided to wear 2 this year.
When you look on the Stanford roster, the name Duran lines up by 2.
Yeah.
But Zach's not wearing it alone.
Number 2 was her favorite number.
Yep, that was her number.
Danielle Duran looked up to her older brother Zach while he threw strikes.
I loved watching her pitch. She was special on the mound.
When it was her turn to step to the plate, she was a natural.
He saw the opportunity that she had for greatness.
Me, my brother, and her. She's probably the best pitcher out of the 3 of us.
Zachary was a good coach and a good leader for them, that they want to be just as good as him.
Zach, the wise older brother, took Danny under his wing.
I would get on YouTube and look up videos on how to pitch a softball so I could show her how to do it.
She wanted to pitch, and her brother was making her a good pitcher.
I just remember how fun it was for her and how much she loved the sport, and I know she wished she could still play it right now.
Take me through the emotions of that day.
It was horrific and just terrifying the whole day. Probably the worst day of my life. Probably won't be topped, honestly. It was a Saturday morning. I was telling my sister to wake up, and she wasn't talking back to me, and 5 minutes later I kind of realized something was wrong, and we just rolled her over, and I just knew she wasn't conscious and she wasn't there. And yeah, just from there, things just got worse and worse.
Zachary called me. He said, "Dad, something's wrong with Danielle."
I was terrified, honestly.
I get a phone call from Matthew, and he told me I need to go home. Something happened to Danny.
And I just know, I just felt kind of helpless in the moment.
I called Zachary and I asked him what's going on. He was crying. And I said, "Is Danny breathing?" He says, "No, Mom, she's not breathing."
By that time, they'd loaded her and took her to the hospital.
A little girl that was so full of life was just so lifeless.
They were keeping her alive until we could get there to say goodbye.
Matthew, he told me, "You know what? I think she's gone. They've been working on her for a long time. I think we need to let her go."
At 2:12 p.m. on August 12th, my baby girl was pronounced.
That was the worst day ever. I lost my baby girl. Sorry.
"12 years too young, Danielle Jamie Madison Duran passed away.
Happy birthday! No boxing on my finger!
She was like the light,
Y'all want a cookie?
the light of our family.
Danielle!
I think she touched a lot of hearts and will be remembered here for a long, long time.
Let's go 2.
So every day I strive to be what she used to be. A happy person that tries to bring joy to other people's lives.
Zach honors his sister every time he slips on that number 2 jersey.
Play for Danny and fly high. I put that there because now she's flying high over all of us, probably playing softball or something.
He knows when he steps on the mound, she's with him.
I'll talk to her on the mound, actually. Probably has a seat set up right behind me.
Reporting in Stanford, Mitchell Summers, KXVA Fox 15.
Feel like you're moving in space.
The depths of a pool have been a second home to Tyler.
Make me feel like I'm comfortable. Make me feel like I can be myself.
Tyler's family noticed his love for swimming at an early age.
We knew that Tyler wanted to be a swimmer because when he was a baby, we put him in the water and he almost swam by himself without any support.
He tipped his feet like crazy.
He'd always ask him, let's go down there and come back and have some fun.
I just know he wants to be swimmer thing.
When you see him crouched on the block, Tyler looks like every other swimmer. Only when the starting buzzer sounds do you notice a difference.
Everybody gets heads off. I have to sing harder to catch them. This is not easy.
Tyler was born able to hear. That changed when he turned 2.
We noticed that he wasn't responding to sound like he used to. Like, for example, a train will go by. He always go honk, honk, honk. He always do that. And then he stopped doing that.
Doctors assumed his family's long history of hearing loss is what led to Tyler's deafness. Regardless, his love for the water prevailed.
I feel like I could achieve and I could improve. I could work harder, but I could get better.
Was there ever a time where your inability to hear would be something that frustrated you or was difficult for you with this sport?
Probably a sorry part.
Swimmers rely on a sound to start. Tyler had to find a way around that.
He can't hear whisper.
So I have my interpreter hide my ear.
Let you know, go.
Now off the block and in the water, Tyler's a natural.
I'm very proud of my son. You don't know how proud I am.
I'm really tired, inspiring me. I'm very proud of him.
I could do whatever I want. I could be whatever I want.
What do you want people to know about you?
That I am Yep, and I'm proud of it.
Reporting from the deep end, Mitchell Summers, Fox West Texas News.